What's going on, everybody? It's the Granddad Wooly, and you are here for our second end of the year video, and we talking about our top 15 albums of 2016. Yes, I've found 15 albums that I found to be the best albums to me, the ones that I enjoyed the most, that I listened the most, and I want to share that with y'all so y'all can be like, yo, Granddad, I fucks with your list, or Granddad, fuck your list, nigga, you know what the fuck you talking about. Whatever way, I don't fuck, we gonna be fighting, goddammit. So we're gonna get up into this list. These are all albums that I have reviewed on the channel, so that way you can watch my review and see my full thoughts about it. So I'm not gonna go too in depth with each album that I list. Just say a little something, and just, you can check out the link in the description if you want to know my full thoughts about the shit. Now, before we get into the top 15, I'm gonna give you my 5 honorable mentions. Yes, these are 5 albums that just didn't quite make the list, but it is albums that I think I should at least mention to y'all and let y'all know that, yo, these are still dope in their own right, and you should check them out definitely. And FYI, like I said in the other video, I'm not categorizing these albums by preference or me liking one over the other, because I couldn't do that shit. It was too fucking stressful. I wouldn't put myself through that all goddamn day. So I categorized them by release date. So it's going to be by the most farthest into the year, as far as the beginning of the year, going all the way down to the end of the year. And that's what the honorable mentions too. So number 5 on the honorable mentions list starts off with Kaytranada, 99.9%. I really like this album. I like the production on here. Kaytranada did a good job. There's some good features on here, some good cuts. The only drawback that really didn't make me like the album 100% is the fact that it did not end as strong as it started, and that's the main thing. So watch my review if you want to see the full thoughts of it, but that's why it's on the honorable mention list. Number 4, we got Schoolboy Q Blank Face LP. I know some people mad at me because he's like, Schoolboy's not in the top 15. No, he ain't make it. That album was cool. It was dope. It was just some songs on there that I did not fuck with. I mean, I ain't even gonna say, watch the review. I did a review with Luke James actually for that album. It came out really dope. So you watch that review, you'll see why I didn't love this album. But it is dope enough for me to at least give it an honorable mention. So that's where that is right there. Don't fucking hate me, y'all. That's my fucking list. Fuck you. Alright, so number 3 spot goes to Atmosphere, Fishing Blues. And this is a dope album from Atmosphere. I'm a big Atmosphere fan. And the only reason why I didn't make the top 15 is because I just didn't really get much out of it as far as after I listened to the album. It was just like, it was a cool, chill album, but it didn't leave me with them feels that I get from an Atmosphere album that I really needed. So that's why I just kind of cut short. But it's cool, me and Slug, we homies now. We follow each other on Twitter. So something happened out of that shit. I mean, we cool. So he ain't mad about it. He liked the review. So fuck you. He liked it. That's all that goddamn matters. So check it out. It's a dope album, but did not make the top 15. Number 2 for honorable mentions goes to Common Black America again. I think this was a dope album, but I just didn't love every song on here. And I just think it kind of got overshadowed by whatever else was going on. At the time, a lot of shit was happening on the hip hop side, and I feel like this album just kind of got casted aside. Even though I do think it's one of the better Common albums he's put out recently, it's nowhere near the best Common album, but it is still dope. Got some dope cuts on there, so it's worth an honorable mention. And he dropped at the wrong fucking time. It was just like here, and then it was like meh, and that's kind of what happened to it, but still worth checking it out. And the number 1 honorable mention, y'all, this was tough. It was this album bouncing back and forth between another album for the top 15, and I had to decide, and I locked it down. And y'all gonna be probably mad at me again, but I don't give a fuck. It's my shit. Number 1 honorable mention goes to Ab-Soul, Do What Thou Wilt. Yes, Ab-Soul also did not make the top 15. I'm sorry, y'all. No TDE is in the top 15 this year. Ain't my fucking fault. Tell them niggas shit. But this album is dope. Soul comes in with some crazy flows, a really interesting concept, but the drawback to this album is that it's so fucking long, too goddamn long for me. The end isn't as strong as the beginning. He comes out the gate hot, but it kind of just dies down at the end. And the nigga be reaching sometimes. He just be reaching, and sometimes it don't work out. Sometimes it do and sometimes it don't. But it barely just missed the top 15, but it is like my number 1 honorable mentions. So definitely check out Ab-Soul, Do What Thou Wilt. It is dope. Just not dope enough for the top 15 for me. But there it is. Those are my 5 honorable mentions. Alright, y'all, so now let's get into the top Fiddeen of 2016. Like I said, we're gonna do this in order of release date, so let's get right into it. Number 15 on the list is Royce da 5'9" Layers. This is one of the first albums I reviewed when I got back from my hiatus, and I'm glad I did. Shit is hard. Royce comes in with crazy bars, crazy beats. Everything on here works well. I love this album. It's so goddamn dope. And even the songs that I didn't care too much for back then, I've warmed up to, so I really ended up liking the album as time went along. So it's fucking dope. I mean, nothing more to say. Royce just kills it. Everything he does, he just fucking kills this shit. So definitely check that shit out. Number 14 on the list is Aesop Rock the Impossible Kid, and this was my very first candidate for Album of the Year. I love this album, even though you don't know what the fuck this nigga be saying half the goddamn time. This album is actually more accessible than most of his other albums. The production on here is fucking phenomenal, and I just love what Aesop did on here. And I mean, it's just a dope album. I think it's one of the best Rhymesayers albums that dropped this year, honestly. And shit, I mean, I got nothing bad to say about it. It's fucking dope. Check it out. And Aesop just killed it on this shit, top to bottom, in every which way. Number 13 on the list is an album that I'm so mad that I got so slept on because it was so dope. And this dude is a legend. He should not have gotten this treatment, but hey, it is what it is. I'm talking about Masta Ace, The Falling Season. I love this fucking album. It's one of my favorite albums of the year. Masta Ace comes through with a dope concept. He always comes through with the dope concept album. This is another one. Kick beats, handles all the beats on here. He does a good job. Dope features on here. It's just a great classic hip-hop sounding album, and it's just like something that got so slept on. I'm pissed off about it to this day, god damn it. But shit, check this album out. It's fucking dope. It's worth the fucking listen. Like, Masta Ace is a legend. Give him the respect and check this shit out. Number 12 on the list goes to Kai Honor Killed the Samurai. This was a surprise for me when I first heard it because I really didn't listen to much Kai. I heard a little bit of him, but I never listened to a full album. But this shit was fucking awesome, yo. I love this album. I love the theme of it. I love the production on here. The fact that it had like no fucking drums and Kai's just real low-key, grim, menacing voice just kind of just like fit perfectly over these just really just like barren, dark, just like hollow sounding beats, but it works so goddamn well, and I just love this fucking project. It's so dope. One of the surprise albums that I didn't expect liking. I got put on by you all, I believe, and I really am glad that I heard this album. It's definitely one of my tops, so check this shit out. It's fucking dope. The number 11 spot goes to De La Soul and the Anonymous Nobody. I waited 12 years for a new De La album, and when I finally got it, god damn it, I was so goddamn pleased. Now, at first, I wasn't really too hype on it. It had to grow on me, but when I really got what De La was doing, I love this fucking album. Production's dope. The fucking squad is, everybody in the crew is fucking doing the Dave, Pasta News, all the fucking Macy, everybody in De La plus all the features. Everybody came through, killed this shit. Great instrumentation, great features, great combination of rap and rock and all these things that De La has been doing over the past few years that really just came through with a lot of dope sounds, and I love this album, so definitely check it out. Worth the wait for me personally. I mean, shit, it's just fucking crazy and it's fucking dope. The number 10 spot goes to an album that I considered my album of the year around, like, you know, around close to the end of the year, and it goes to Mr. Drink More Water himself, Mick Jenkins, The Healing Component. I love the concept of this album. I love the production on here, even though it's real low-key and grim, it still has a lot of good energy on it. And Mick Jenkins is doing the damn thing. He's taking this love concept and he just took it so many different ways and directions, and it came out very well for me, and I liked it. Me and Luke James did another collab review for this album, and it came out really dope, so check that out. And I mean, yo, drink more water, goddammit. Get you a nice little jug and get you some H2O in your life and some Mick Jenkins. Dope album. Number 9, y'all, goes to Danny Brown, Atrocity Exhibition. And this album, when I reviewed it, I gave it a very highly Granddad recommended, but even after the review and listening to it more, I gotta bump it up to an approved because this shit is just so fucking unique and dope. The production is crazy. Like, I don't know how Danny rapped over this shit, but this motherfucker did it, and he did it goddamn well. Features are crazy. Everything here is fucking dope, and there's no album like it out this year or in the past few years. So Danny did something special, some weird as shit, but it came off well. Check it out. It's dope. The number 8 spot goes to NxWorries, but yes, Lord. This is Anderson .Paak and Knowledge, their little collabo joint they got, and it came off so goddamn well. I love the vibe of this. I love the beats on here that Knowledge did. I love what Anderson .Paak did on here with his vocals, his singing, his little rapping thing, the storytelling on here, the vibes of it, and it just, even though the songs here are just so quick and to the point, they just work well all together as one cohesive project. So definitely check it out. I like this better than his album Malibu that he dropped this year too. I couldn't put 2 Anderson .Paak albums in there, y'all, so I had to pick NxWorries because I ended up liking this one more than Malibu personally. So check this shit out. It's fucking dope. The number 7 spot goes to Saba with Bucket List Project, and this is another surprise album I didn't expect to like. I didn't know shit about Saba. Y'all put me onto that shit. Kneecaps were on the line, and goddamn it was a dope fucking album. Great production, great flows by Saba. Love the concept of the bucket list theme, and great features. Everything on it was fucking dope, so definitely one of my favorite albums of the year. Definitely check it out. Saba's doing his thing. Dope dude. The number 6 spot goes to Czarface, A Fistful of Peril, and I love this album. It's so damn dope. Czar 3, it gives us more of what we always love and want from Czarface. Dope beats, dope rhymes, bars, and more fucking bars. Crazy features on here, and I'm on this shit. They sampled me, goddamn it. I had to put it on here. Is it biased? I don't give a fuck. But it's a dope album. Esoteric, Inspector Deck came through with crazy flows. 7L and Spata4. I always forget to mention that dude, so I'm mentioning him now. And Spata4 come in with crazy fucking beats. Love this project. Dope, dope, dope. 3 for 3 for Czarface. Check it out. The number 5 spot goes to the queen herself, Rapsody with Crown EP. It's a fucking album. But yo, I love this project. I've been waiting for some new Rapsody, and when she dropped this shit, she delivered. Beats on here are even better. Her fucking style and flow and just approach is even more aggressive and more focused. She's like graduated to a new fucking level of dope, and I love this project. I love this album. Rapsody is gonna be a force to be reckoned with in the next few years, especially with the new deal with Roc Nation. Can't wait for the official next album because I know it's gonna be on all kinds of crazy levels. But this shit is on point. Definitely check it out. It's hot. The number 4 spot goes to Childish Gambino, Awaken My Love. And this album, goddamn it, not only, this nigga only had a crazy fucking TV show with Atlanta, he dropped a crazy album, and it wasn't even a hip hop album, it was some R&B, soul, funk, pop shit that just fucking, we didn't even expect this shit, and he just knocked this shit out the park. His fucking instrumentals on here are crazy. His vocals on here are crazy. And it turns out this nigga didn't change his voice or pitch shift anything. He was singing like that. On Redbone, he was singing like that. Fucking crazy. And everything else he did on here was fucking crazy. It's just, Gambino's just like, there's no end to his talent. I love this album. One of the best albums of the year, hands down, easily. Fucking Gambino killed it. Check this shit out. You will not be disappointed. The number 3 spot goes to the album that beat out Ab-Soul, y'all, and it is surprising because I got put onto this album and shit, yo, it happened. That's what happened. It's gonna go to them Arizona niggas, Injury Reserve, Floss. Yes, this album right here, when I got put onto it by y'all turned me onto it, I was like, yeah, I don't know about it at first, but when I clicked with me, yo, this album is so goddamn dope. Got mad respect for these young dudes, what they're doing out of Arizona. Beats are crazy, rhymes are crazy. They know their hip hop. They've got their own thing going, and they're making their own way, and I respect that. Dope album, crazy album. Definitely check it out. These motherfuckers are on point. Worth your listen. The number 2 spot goes to an album that snuck its monkey ass in at the last fucking minute down the chimney on Christmas, and I'm talking about Run the Jewels 3. Killer Mike and LP wasn't supposed to show up till 2017. Them niggas said, fuck that, we showing up 2016 to fuck up everybody's list, even mine. Good thing I wasn't done with it. Crazy album. I just did the review for it. You want to watch the review, you'll see how I feel, but this shit is fucking crazy. I'm a Run the Jewels fan now. Listen to this album. Production's crazy, rhymes are crazy, everything on here is on point and a flawless album. And literally, it was so close to being my album of the year, but I couldn't pick it because it was just too close to being dropped. And I mean, one album just still beat it out because it just didn't have everything that this other album had for me. But yo, I gotta say, Run the Jewels 3, definitely one of the best albums of this year, hands down. And that brings me to my number 1, and this is considered my album of the year, the album that I love the most, that I played the most, that I got the most out of, that just pleased me so much in the heart and I loved. And it is none other than A Tribe Called Quest, We Got It From Here, thank you for your service. What more do I have to say about this album, y'all? This album was sheer perfection on so many levels. First of all, just in the general production stance, Q-Tip killed it on the beats here. The rhymes were crazy. The chemistry between the whole group aspect with Busta and Consequence and Fife and Q-Tip and Jarobi, everybody got back together. And in the wake of Five Dogs passing, it just meant so much more because we got those last pure, real, new Five Dog bars and Five Dog tracks that just came off so goddamn well. And like the tributes on here and the feature list on here, everything was on point. And literally, you can't tell me when this album dropped, hip hop stopped. Like, it was a moment. Everybody was just listening to this Tribe album. And they were just like enamored with just how dope this came off, because we didn't know what to expect. We didn't know what they were gonna give us, and they exceeded the expectation that we didn't even know what to have, because these dudes just dropped the best closeout album that I think anybody could drop, and it just shows a testament to how great A Tribe Called Quest is, was, and always will be. And like, I mean, like giving us this album after the Love Movement and the breakup, where we thought we wouldn't get any more Tribe, it really did give us the perfect closeout moment for a great group in hip hop. And I mean, there's nothing more that we could ask for from Tribe. They did it perfectly on this album. Everything worked out flawlessly. My album of the year. I'm gonna be playing this album for years on end. Definitely check this album out. It is a great hip hop album from top to bottom in all aspects. Watch the review. You'll see the rest I gotta talk about because it's just dope. But yo, album of the year clearly goes to A Tribe Called Quest. We got it from here. Thank you for your service. And that's it, y'all. That's my top 15 of 2016. So let me know what you think of my list. If you enjoyed it, if you agree with it, if you disagree with it, if you like, what the fuck is this shit? Or yo, you gonna point with this shit? Whatever. And tell me what your list is. If it's your top 15, your top 20, your top 10, your top 5, top whatever. Let me know. Let's compare lists and shit like we nerds and shit on this music tip. And let's just have a good old discussion about it, because I like to see other people's lists as well. But that's it. That's 2016 to wrap. Now we gotta get ready for 2017. I wonder what albums are gonna drop. I heard this nigga Granddad may be dropping an album. Maybe. Would you want one? Do y'all want one? I mean, I might be dropping one. You never know. And before I forget, on New Year's Day, I'm gonna be dropping a video to announce what's on the horizon and what's gonna be coming out in 2017 on the channel, as well as just some other dope stuff I'm gonna be working on. I'm gonna let y'all all know what it is and what's up and the plan and the goals and all that good shit. So make sure you're here to check that out. It's gonna be dope. And that's pretty much it. So 2016, it's a wrap, goddammit. See you later. Don't want to talk to you no more. Fuck out of my life, goddammit. 2017 is right here and we about that shit. So until next time I take my leave, Granddad, the top 15 of 2016, plus the honorable mentions. Hope you enjoyed it. I know I goddamn did. And now let's see what next year brings us. I'm out of here.